Hey guys, welcome back. Defi, degens, drip, and farm for poverty. So I know you guys have already heard the news from multiple other YouTubers covering the announcement of the Animal Farm launch date and the latest AMA with Mike, the investor. And if you want the details, I'm not going to cover them. You can check out any of these guys: Driptopian, Kataka, Scott the Investor, Stunner Breezy, Beach Office, DeFi Drip King, Crypto Kings, Generation Crypto, Drip Talk. All these guys covered in great detail the latest information on the Animal Farm launch date and the AMA with Mike the Investor. So I'm going to keep this short and then just actually share a calendar that I put together so that you can actually see this succinctly over the next couple of weeks, how this will play out. And it's now no longer speculation. I believe it's confirmed. The influencer that Forex mentioned that they were talking to in regards to Scratchy said he was the most Googled person and most sought after, I guess you could say. And Ray from Bartertown put this in the chat, or not Ray, he didn't put it in. One of the people asked, is he talking about Top G Andrew Tate? And Ray said, yep. So if you're not familiar with Andrew Tate, that is actually a true statement he made. And this guy put a chart together to see if Andrew Tate is the most Googled man. And as of earlier this month, he was indeed. So if you're not familiar with who he is, just look him up. I'm not going to cover it myself, but you can go to Google Trends and see how he has been trending. And he definitely was outranking people like Donald Trump, Joe Biden, Elon Musk, Will Smith, stuff like that. So they were talking of, I guess Forex was talking to his marketing manager regarding getting him with a pitch deck for Scratchy. And also he said the easiest onboarding would be affiliate links or promotions for just the Animal Farm. And that would kind of maybe bridge the gap to future collaborations. So that's cool to see them reaching out to a lot bigger people in this space. So that is huge. But most importantly, what do you guys want to know about the Animal Farm launch date? So I made this calendar, makes it super easy to see, that basically consolidates all of the data from the AMA that we really care about, which is a launch date. So on the 30th, he will have an AMA with Bartertown. So he confirmed that and said that he's giving Ray that announcement. So that will go to Ray on the 30th. And then he also already said that the first week of October will be the animal launch date. So Animal Farm launch date. And then he also stated, and that's why I colored these, there will be 35 days of marketing. So I went ahead here and colored out the days. So depending on how you count it, he said starting from the date of the announcement, that could be day one. So you'd have 30 days plus 2, then 3, 4, and this would literally be the 35th day. And that could be the launch date. Other people are saying the 6th. We don't know, but he did actually say 35 days of marketing in this AMA. So just coloring that out, that definitely lines up with the first week. So we haven't given the date, but I just decided to highlight it and say that we're looking at it being the 4th through the 7th. And he does like Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I'm going to lean with the 4th simply because Scott the Investor said the 6th, and I want to beat him in something else. So I'm going to say the 4th, and I think that's going to be the date because that's 35 days later. Then he also mentioned the Dogs Roulette and Dogs of Fortune game. That will come out 2 to 3 weeks. So I just highlighted that on the chart. So we look to see that around the 23rd through the 29th of October. Then he said the Scratchy and new UI would be 2 to 3 weeks after that. No, he said this was 2 weeks. This would be 2 to 3 weeks. That's why I highlighted 2 here. So we have the new layered 2 drip, like Liberation or some kind of contract he's talking about that makes the team airdrops easier, makes it more gamified to put in more capital and stuff like that. I think he was hinting at the way Avarice protocol was done, about how people would just use that countdown and then just try to ape in the last minute into the lobby, and then you're just paying out to the whales basically. So he said that they're using Chainlink to do something different, but he did mention that it's some kind of gamification to incentivize the daily deposits and randomize it and things of that nature. So it sounded like he was hinting at Avarice. I'm not in Avarice, but I do know that there was a lot of game theory there, and do know a lot of whales would just wait till the end to try to, get the biggest bag or whatever the case may be to win the lobby. So we will see. But anyway, that's all I really wanted to cover in this. Just wanted to show you guys a actual calendar of what's going on. So we will keep that posted. He did mention that in December would just be this says Scratchy's pre-sale launch, but he did actually say in December it would just be marketing. And then come January or first quarter of next year would be the lending and borrowing. So hope that's concise for you guys. If you want this more detailed, this is pinned in my Telegram, as well as this AMA announcement that someone else forwarded. I think this is from Wonder Woman. Wrote this out, so you can read this as well, or you can check out any of those guys that I mentioned if you want more details. But only thing that I really care about was these dates, which is why I put it together here. So the long and short is that we are expecting to see some positive price action once this date goes live. And I was talking to the guys in the chat. I believe right now, everybody that's in the community that knows about drip and is in drip, that's why we didn't see a price pump with this AMA. Even though there's a lot of bullish news in the AMA, the chart pretty much stayed flat. Nothing happened in this. But you remember last week, we had a pump based off of the announcement he made, talking about that he would announce the date at the end of the month. So we got positive price action from that announcement, which was quote unquote less bullish than this existing one. So I want to pull up deck screen to show you guys what I was talking about. So I'll switch that to percentages. That's interesting. But anyway, we saw this positive price action when he came out with the announcement and said basically, hey, we will announce the date by the end of the month. So to me, it's already been priced in. The community internally is already aware of everything, and there's not much more buying pressure from the internal community. But on the sidelines, once this goes commercial or external, then that's where we'll see more price appreciation with the new capital coming in and new investors and things of that nature coming into the ecosystem. So as of right now, I think we are just going to trade sideways. There's not going to be much, in my opinion, that's going to be done within the internal community. But any one of these days on the new eyeballs coming in, because this is like millions of potential leads and what do you call that? Forgot the name now, but anyway, that will see this information on like Twitter Spaces, on YouTube channels, on banner ads or whatever. So impressions, that's what I'm looking for. So these impressions, any of those can start to generate buy pressure on the animal farm. And we know that on the animal farm, the only thing that's really available there right now is the pig pen and the drip garden. So that could cause positive price appreciation at any moment. But as of right now, I think with the internal capital for the ecosystem, we're not going to see too much happen until this actually goes live. Or externally, people start to buy in, and then maybe some people on the sidelines FOMO in as well. Or it could even correct and people start taking profits, because if we start to pump, then you'll have people trying to take some profits since they've been diamond handing since the pause back in February, March. I know Ray also mentioned he wanted to do some kind of no-sell September campaign as well. So we'll see how that shapes up for the community. So there's a lot of positive things going on. So it's just good to see things moving forward. So I hope this provided some value for you guys. Almost done with the no-sell August campaign. And then I'll be having the scavenger hunt starting shortly. I think I did the math. We have about $75 in the wallet. And I'll probably buy drip hopefully before it rebounds, and then use that as part of the incentive. And then, of course, if you find any of this information valuable, please like, share, subscribe, trying to, of course, boost my subscribers as well as we move forward. I'll be doing a AMA with DeFi Proof later this week for their project. So there's a lot of stuff going on. So winter will be amazing for those that have been holding on the sidelines with drip. So see you guys in the next one. Lift daily and achieve your impossible.